guys, welcome back to Riding in Search of Enlightenment. It's Jay, and I have tons to talk about this vlog, vlog 21. First thing I want to say is thank you so much to my subscribers. The subscriber numbers have been going up, which is fantastic. I've been getting a lot more views lately as well, which really makes me happy with the channel. It just shows me that you guys are really digging what I'm doing, and I just want to let you know that there's big plans for the channel. I picked up a couple more cameras, and so we're going to be working with a couple more camera angles, working with some more innovative ways to try to get some cool riding footage. Also really working with the audio, so I'm going to try to work out audio in my helmet so I can talk to you guys while I'm riding as well. As for my bike, where the build is going, I talked to some guys in town. I'm going to be putting a set of mids back on the bike that originally came on it, and of course with some different controls and stuff, but yeah, that's going to be really cool. Going to be throwing some mids on, going to be throwing a crash bar on the bike, and there's a lot more that I'm going to be hopefully doing to it before the end of the season, so stay tuned for that. I'd really like to do some more camping on the channel. I have a huge love for camping. I love to spend nights under the stars, especially off the back of my motorcycle, and I haven't got a chance to showcase that as much as I'd like to. So I'm going to be showing you how I camp, some of my camping gear, the setup I usually throw on my bike, as well how I cook food and how I store food when I go on my trips, whether it's a couple days or whether it's going to be, week plus. Really excited as well. Speaking of, trips, I'm planning one that's coming out of Saskatoon, Run to the Hill. It's going to be a group going from Saskatoon. We're going to be riding out to Beaumont, and then from Beaumont riding across to Calgary. From Calgary, probably heading into the mountains a little bit, and then stopping one more time before heading home. I'm just kind of getting the details sorted with it. I figure if we're going all the way to the mountain line, we might as well spend a little bit of time in the mountains too. So just figuring out how many days I want to do for it and stuff, but I'll have it set in stone within the next couple of weeks here. I'll talk to it more on a future vlog. I'm super enjoying the amount of motorcycles that I'm seeing out on the streets now, especially in Saskatoon and in Saskatchewan in general. Just riding around. Even 5-6 years ago, I used to feel like I was, one of the only guys that would ride consistently, and I'd see a couple other riders that were out, in the streets and stuff, but a lot of the guys were car guys and truck guys, especially in the prairies here. I think that as I move forward, you're probably going to see a lot more group rides, a lot more stuff where, I am, spending time with other riders, talking with riders about their bikes. I kind of got the bug. I did a lot of solo stuff, and I've done a lot of solo stuff so far in my motorcycling career, and so I think that the next step for me is branching out and doing more of this stuff with friends. I've made a lot of really good memories. I've seen a lot of really amazing things, and I experienced all that stuff by myself because I needed to. A large portion of it was healing, especially after the loss of my cousin Devin, but I think the new chapter is, doing cool stuff with friends, experiencing things with other people, because that's what's important, right? It's not about the stuff we have, but the experience we create and, the people that we hold dear. So you're going to see a lot more of that on the channel. I got the bug, started riding with some of my close friends, and, now I love it. Another question that was brought up was, why choose Harley-Davidson? Why work with the Dyna platform? I am working with a twin cam motor, the 96 cubic inch, and it's kind of an outdated platform, but I absolutely love the Dyna. I love the character that this bike has, and it was right in the cost bracket for me. Like before this bike, I had a Suzuki Boulevard that had been chopped and heavily modified, really bobbed out. I'll show a picture of it here, but it was a great bike. It just, it did what I needed it to do. It was a good introductory bike for me. I learned how to work on motorcycles, but I started to run into problems where there just wasn't an access to the parts and wasn't access to kind of like the customization that I was looking for. And that's when I really started to, hit on videos where, guys were working on Harley Davidsons, and I realized the versatility of the platform. Like everyone's bike is different. There's so many different companies that are making one-off parts. There's so many fantastic things that are supplied by Harley themselves, but then like you know, there's endless amounts of different combinations that, you know, you can throw into the bike to make it exactly how you need it and exactly yours. Like I said, the cost was perfect for me. So like moving into this bike, like it wasn't super expensive. It was kind of a barn find. The guy was a farmer that I got it off. He rode the bike to Sturgis like twice, and he'd put mainly highway miles on it, and it sat in a garage. So, you know, most of the work that I had to do to it in the initial was just like, you know, basic things just to get it running, you know, things you do at the start of the season, you know, making sure that the battery had juice, making sure that, you know, the oil was, you know, appropriate, that I had changed the fluids in it and stuff, and that it had good gas. But other than that, the bike was great. You know, I got it for, you know, a pretty good deal. I got it for $10,000 Canadian. And then just been kind of like, you know, putting odds and ends on it and putting money into it where I can, but really trying to develop it into something that I love. And I can really start seeing that take shape now, especially now that I've been starting to see, you know, changes in the performance. A lot of the stuff I was doing before was cosmetic and just getting the bike to, you know, ride comfortably and, you know, be versatile for what I needed it to do in the city and on the highway. But now, you know, looking at the performance, looking at the, you know, digging a little bit deeper into, you know, how I can make this bike perform, you know, what I can turn this bike into. Also, I really love the Harley Davidson community and the Dyna community in general. You know, if you go on forums online, people will help you out no matter what. There's endless amounts of knowledge that you can just dig into. There's great guys online, you know, on YouTube community like Cruzy and some of the other guys where you can watch them work on the bikes and watch them do a lot of the stuff that you'll need to do. And in turn, you know, it's like someone's teaching you there. So it's, you know, it's really priceless knowledge. Fantastic. Yeah, I guess that's everything that I gotta, you know, tell you guys this week. I've been really enjoying the riding. The bike setup is perfect. The new air cleaner and the new tune has been working great. I apologize about the audio. Even on this ride, it was really trash. I've been trying to do a whole bunch of different things, but I guess the next step will be just miking up inside the helmet, you know, getting it out of the wind, and maybe adding a little bit of voiceover as I ride. Thanks, guys. Have a good week. Bye.